Hi, hello, hi guys, welcome. Okay, so today I'm going to do something slightly different. Okay, I'm starting this new series called Frank with Shank. Now, what is Frank with Shank? This is me basically talking frankly about a lot of things that is not stock market only related, which is more about you as a personality, you as a developing your own personality kind of a system, right? So today I'm going to talk about a few elements over there. And today's topic, very small, crisp videos, right? So today's topic is about how you can nail an interview in three important steps that I call it, right? And this is what I used to nail my interview during my investment banking days. And it's not very difficult. A lot of people think it's very difficult to nail an interview. Boss, there is a systematic step towards it. There is a scientific process towards it. And if you follow that, it is very easy for you to do it. Okay, so let's go into step number one. Now, for step number one, your main goal, right? Apart from all the knowledge and skill, imagine you're one of the most genius guys out there, right? IIT, IIM, whatever, right? You're very smart, very genius guy. But what happens is when you apply somewhere, whether you go to Naukri or Monster or you apply on any of these websites, you are applying through this concept called CV. Right now, you know that there is a thing called CV that is very predominantly used a lot in India apart from your skills. And I'm talking about a fresher who's just coming and trying to get a job, right? Now, what can you do when a lot of people in the same level playing field are all uploading their CVs? There'll be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 CVs uploaded, right? And if I know for a fact there are so many CVs in today's market that are just plain vanilla, white and gray, white and gray, white and gray, all of them will get rejected very fast. Now, you have a few minutes or maybe even a few seconds to start impressing that HR to even stop and freeze and look at your CV before moving ahead. So, how do you do that? How do you make an attractive CV or a beautiful looking CV very fast and very quick by putting the least amount of effort? Okay, so for that, let me show you a
भाई क्या कर रहा है यार तू
let me show you a trick number one. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just go to Google. Very simple, right? I'm just going to type very simple resume CV templates. Okay, very simple, right? Now you'll be like, Shashank, this is normal. Okay, all this is fine. Okay, cool. I won't do normal. Let me do something abnormal, right? I'm going to go to Canva. Okay, now Canva is a place where a lot of these, what a lot of companies, a lot of individuals use for any kind of designing their own, any designs, right, that they want to do. Now Canva itself gives you a lot of these templates. Now look at some of these templates, right? There are some templates that immediately will catch my eye, and there are some templates that will use in my favor. Now I don't want to keep a simple black and white theme because everyone keeps a simple black and white theme, right? So there are so many different themes here, and I wouldn't go for the paid one. A lot of things looking paid, right? Don't go for the paid one. Try going for the free one. I feel, in fact, if you have the money, I think go for the paid one as well. Why? Because you get one chance to impress, so might as well impress properly, right? And एक ही बार CV बनाना है तो बना के रख दो, and you can keep using it for a long period of time. Now let's assume that this looks kind of classy, right? I like this. I even like this. This is also looking very simple and very nice. So what I would do is I would quickly click on this, right? Customize this template. Cool. Now when I do customize this template, look at this. Now you can directly make damn good looking CVs very quickly with this hack, right? Where I can just go here and all I have to do is just change my name to Shashank Udupa and then maybe reduce the size a bit or increase this little bit. This is Shashank Udupa. Okay, finance guy. Simple. I'm just giving a rough idea, but you can put your own photo here. Put all your work experience. Look at this beautiful stuff. Just put all your work experience and download this. This is a very simple, very quick hack for you to get really good looking CVs without putting a lot of effort, right? This is also so good, right? Again, is this free or paid? I don't know, but this is a classic modern white and light blue theme, right? This is something that looks really nice. I love this theme. If somebody gave me this, okay, if somebody gave me this as their CV, I would definitely stop and look, right? And obviously make it look awesome. So this is step number one, where you can make your CVs look quick, very fast, look very nice as well. Cool. That's hack number one. Now coming to hack number two. Okay, now every time you get a job, assume you did this amazing CV. Step one done. Right now, you go into step two where you're applying, and they're like, okay, Shashank, at 6 p.m. in the evening, please come to our headquarters, or there is going to be a Zoom call that happens with Mr. Ravi or Mr. Sanket, and you have to come and do an interview with this person. Now that's cool, right? Now all of us, what will happen? First thing, we'll like, oh shit, we have an interview now. What I have to do is I have to do full research about this company so that I'm the best employee for this company. Kya company ne kiya? You will go start looking at company updates. First, wrong. Don't do company updates. Understand this: when you're doing an interview, when you're doing sales, when you're doing anything in life, you are playing the man, you're not playing the company. right? You're playing the man. So my whole time, effort, energy is going to go into trying to impress this Rahul person, right? So I'm going to take out the Janam Kundli of Rahul. I'm going to go online and find out what this guy is doing. What did he tweet? What did he put on his Facebook post? What did he like? What did he dislike? What is he commenting on? All his comments, I'm going to start removing it and basically try to understand this guy. You know why? Because the guy who's going to hire you is going to hire you for his team, right? So in his head, he doesn't care whether this guy is the most qualified guy or not. He's going to look at whether this guy can become a good part of my team and will he fit in my team's culture and will he listen to me, right? This is the very important thing, right? Now let me tell you how to do this. Very simple. Go on LinkedIn. Let me show you an example, right? Okay, just go on LinkedIn and I'm going to show you an example of my ex-boss. Okay, so my boss's name was Umesh Agarwal, who I was working in IFL before. Now he's moved on to Axis Capital, but he was my boss at one point and I had to impress him, right? So I made a presentation that looked really well. Again, took a template to make that presentation, but that's okay. You can do the same thing, right? Now if I had to today try and impress Umesh Agarwal, first thing I would come is here. I don't care about Axis Capital right now. Axis Capital is too big, right? I'll go here and I'll just go on show all activity. I'm like, boss, chalo activity dekhte. What is Mr. Umesh doing, right? So he's commented on this post here about NBFCs. Asim totally agree with every bit. Need level playing field. NBFC I've long seen, have been seeing a stricter lens because of the belief. Okay, so now I know that the new NBFC policy that came out, where SEBI has removed the limit on all these NBFCs for borrowing. I will read this entire thing. First of all, read this entire thing. See his comments. Now you know which side he stands on, whether he's pro or against. Now I know this, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. That's going to come in my hack number 3. I'm going to keep it. Then I'll go here again. I'll keep looking at all the things he's liked. Okay, he's liked something from here. He's like this. He's like this. If he has commented anywhere, if he's on Twitter, I would go on Twitter and check that out. I'm just seeing what all he likes, right? Try to find more and more stuff. A lot of people, what they do is they go and do a Wikipedia search about who this guy is and find out his history. I don't care about the history. I'm going to look at right now. And this takes time. Okay, this takes time. This will take you minimum. Look at this. He's liked a book recently about something like this, right? Now, this takes a lot of time for you to do research. He's liked AU Small Finance Bank 2 times. Okay, now I know this with more research, you'll understand that he was the guy who helped AU financiers actually come up with an IPO. So I'm going to look at all of these things and try to make some kind of assumption of what this kind of a person is, right? And he's also liked a cricket thing and all that. I'm like, okay, cool. Now I know a little bit about Mr. Umesh Agarwal. So now I'm slightly more confident when it comes to my final interview. Now comes step 3, which is the final interview. Cool. Now we'll talk about step number 3, which is my most favorite step. Now, when you go into an interview room, okay, first thing, have confidence. I know it's very easy to say, boss, go have confidence, but in your mind, just put it in this way that even if I lose this job, it's completely okay for me. I'm all right. I'm okay, right? Just have this kind of vibe when you go in, because that gives you a lot of confidence, and that confidence automatically trickles down to the person who's taking your interview. So he knows you're a confident guy. Don't be cocky. Be confident. Okay. Now, what happens is in an interview, usually what happens, the first question is, hey, you know what, Shashank? Tell me a little bit about yourself, right? Now, don't give your same Gisapida dialogue that you rehearse in front of the mirror. Hi, my name is Shashank Udupa. I went to this college, I went to that college, and then I got so much degree there, so much percentage there, and then I do this, do that. My hobby is photography, music, and watching movies. It's the most boring thing, and that guy's already sleeping at this point, right? He's not asked you where you went to school, what your hobbies are. I'm pretty sure you've put all of that in your CV. He's asking, Shashank, tell me a bit about yourself. So you take this opportunity, it's such an important question. Take this opportunity, oh, a little bit about me. Okay, cool. Let me tell you this, right? So I come from a background of XYZ, whatever your background is. My dad worked in this industry for a very long period of time. Talk about your inspiration. Now, because of that, I love this industry and I've been seeing what's happening in the space. Now, automatically divert the attention from you. Okay, now listen to this very carefully. You need to divert the attention away from you as a person into you talking about something in specific about a topic that even he likes. Okay, and I'll tell you why, how I would structure this, right? So I would say, you know what, Umesh, I mean, I've been in this banking space and I've seen it for a very long period of time, because, you know, my dad was in the banking space and I've seen him work alongside so many banks, and, you know, name drop 1 or 2 people if you know those people, right? Very close to that guy from Karnataka Bank and all that. And I've seen him grow in this space, and the beauty of this is I've seen how the Indian banking system has grown over a long period of time. And if you look at the recent thing that happened, right, where SEBI came out and said, or RBI came out and said that they've just revised the NBFC rules and all that. I mean, these type of things actually get me excited, because I was reading the whole thing and I'm like, dude, it's high time that someone actually did this, and finally they did that, right? So I think this is a big push for the NBFC sector in India, and now I think these NBFCs can start rivaling the big banks in India as well. Now, automatically, what happened? The question was, tell me about yourself, has gone out of the window. Now you've automatically piqued his interest. Okay. Now he might reply to this. He'll be like, oh yeah, that's actually damn good and all that. But tell me more about what you understand about this NBFC. Do your reading about that topic. So you are plugging in the topics that you know best instead of letting him plug the topics of what he thinks you don't know. Right? Always the interview will be like, Shashank, tell me about this. What do you have knowledge about this industry? Don't let the conversation go there. You divert the conversation in your way, right? Automatically get it into conversation and say that you have industry. Now, another tip I would give here, the best tip that I would say is, one thing I've noticed in India is people like giving gyan. Okay, very simple. People like giving gyan. And when people like giving gyan, you have to somehow make them give that gyan. So you have to put that batti or that trigger, right, for them to give gyan. So now when I'm talking about this to somebody and I'll be like, sir, what is your take on this NBFC thing? I mean, it's recently happened, but I think it's going to give a massive impact boost to the economy. What do you think is going to happen, sir? Now he will talk. Okay, now he will talk. Let him talk. Do not disturb him. Listen to him, understand him, let his endorphins kick in, let him start feeling happy, let his dopamine kick in, let him start becoming excited. Oh, this is a beautiful thing, NBFCs, I think it's high time and all, and you agree. You're like, yes sir, I think, till now these private banks have taken, now I think NBFC, there's very, very good conversation. Now, before he can end the conversation, very important, get your topic number 2 out. Sir, but what is your take on HDFC Bank, sir? I mean, it's already gone up so much, but their loan rates are going up and their NPA is also very high. I mean, is it like an industry-wide situation? Directly, you have jumped the topic, okay, and gone to topic number 2. Now, any normal human being will acknowledge a reply, right? He'll not be like, boss, I'm not going to reply to you. Shut up. I'm my interview. No, very few people are going to do that. So they will start talking to you. Now, what is happening is, nobody cares about the interview. You're having a good conversation, and now the boss knows that, hey, aadmi acha tha. I can have a good conversation with him. Because imagine all the other guys coming into the conversation are like, hello sir, my name is Shashank Udupa, sir, I do this, sir, I do that, sir. It's very boring. And now he's had a beautiful conversation with this guy, and then in the end say, sir, I don't know about you, sir, but I'm very, very, very excited to work in this. And more than working, I think I just want to gain as much knowledge as possible from you. So again, looking forward to come and join your company, and more importantly, looking forward to come and actually learn from you. Thoda I will irritate you, but I just want knowledge from you. That's it. Just say this, be candid, and walk away. Bam! This will get you leaps and bounds in front of anyone else who's trying to give an interview. So this is my hack number 3. Okay. So guys, how was that? Right? First, a quick CV hack, which is very good. Second, doing a proper research about the person you're interviewing, not about the company you're going into. And third and final, let the interviewer talk and have 2 to 3 topics ready for you to pivot. Right? Every time you think the conversation is going in some other direction, you get the topic of conversation. So at the end of the day, even though the interviewer is in control of your situation, you have to keep control of the situation in that room, right? And you have to ensure that everything's going in the smart direction and you are taking the course of direction, right? It's you in your hand, not in his hand. If you let it go into his hand, then he will ask you questions that you have no idea of. Right, so these are some small tips and tricks, but I want to know in the comment section below, do you guys have any more tips and tricks, or you might have experienced while you are giving an interview? Put in the comment section below and let me know if you like this Frank with Shank wala episode. I'm thinking of doing it much more, but if you guys don't like it, I'll stop it completely, right? Awesome. This is me again, Shashank Udupa, signing off. Take care guys. See you. Bye.